They're eating the kids. They're eating the cats.
That's perfect. That was perfect. And welcome back to Guillotines and Guitars here in the Hartsville, South Carolina studios.
Hartsville.
Not Canada, but Hartsville.
We're missing our fellow Canadian, not our fellow Canadian, but our fellow Hartsvillian American.
Yep, Carol Gainey. He's in the Canadias and the United States of the Canadias. We miss him. Welcome back, everybody. We just got done with we were recapping 2024 music scene, so to speak. Now we're moving on to guillotines. I said we're moving on to guillotines.
I know we've only been doing this show for almost 2 years. I can't play two sounds at the same time.
All right.
Hey, hold on. I'll throw it in on post.
Tonight, we're talking about Krampus. It's the holidays. Krampus, it seems like the right thing to talk about. Instead of Santa Claus, we're going to the dark side of Krampus. He be cramping your style when
Santa
you're bad.
Claus is evil alter ego.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not really, but
He kind of
Santa Claus gives candy. Krampus
takes kids.
That's right.
And eats them.
And eats them. That's right. Krampus. You know, there's a Krampus parade in New Orleans, and it is awesome. I've always wanted to go to it, but
yeah, like very dark, right?
very dark and very rated R.
I forgot about that till you said that, but
Yeah.
Do
That's,
kids go? I mean,
I don't think they should be there, but I'm sure they do. But that's a bad parade, man.
Mommy, I'm scared.
Yeah, nothing like to get you out the Christmas spirit watching a Krampus parade.
I bet there's parents who take kids who are bad kids and be like, we're going to see Krampus tonight before Christmas. I want to go see Santa Claus. Nope, we're going to see Krampus. Come here and show you where you're going if you don't straighten up.
Hey, come here, Junior.
Dude just scoops you up and just gobbles you up, bites you in half.
Puts you in his sack.
Yeah, in his sack.
Sack on his back. Sack on his bag.
Right.
On his back.
Yeah, put you back where you came from.
That was good. That was
I
good.
didn't say that.
Oh my God.
Hit that reset button.
This kid's no good. We're starting over.
Reproduce.
Oh my God.
That was good. That was good.
I tell you what, before we go any further and make more of an ass of myself, let's do our first shot. Get the show on the road. This one is because this show is already upside down. This one's called the pineapple upside down cake from Twisted Shots. How about that?
Go. That sounds good.
Sound
to me.
good?
Merry Christmas, Trey.
There's one for Chris, one
Thank
for
you.
Scott, and two
Thank
for,
you, Trey.
two for
Thank
Trey.
you. Yep.
Do you know that Krampus, though, actually made upside down cakes to lure kids to come to his lair? Do you know that?
Whoa, this is some knowledge you're dropping on us?
Hold on. Let's do this shot and then tell us more about that. I want to hear it.
All right.
Here, hold on. We got to wait for Scott again.
God almighty.
He's got to take it all the way off.
Got it.
All right. Cheers.
That son of a gun had some booze in it, buddy.
Yes, it did, John Bird.
That one was a little strong.
But go ahead with your story now. Upside down cake?
Yeah, Krampus.
He baked them in them?
He used to make upside down cakes to lure the kids to his lair.
What?
He didn't have to lure nobody. You see this cat? He just threw you in his sack.
He usually snatched kids, but he also
And he had a saying. He was like, wiggity whack, get in my sack.
But he also walked around and lured kids to his place.
You've been watching Stranger Things too much.
Wiggity
And
whack,
that's
get in my
how
sack.
we
That
did
was
with upside
something
down
else.
cakes.
I don't.
That was something. You know what? I was laughing, but I think you might be right. That was something.
Wiggity whack, get in my sack. And then you end up in the sack.
It just is terrible coming off of what we just talked about. So what we just said. So anyway, carry on. Tell me more about this upside down cake that Krampus used.
Wiggity whack, get in my sack.
Exactly. That was what Krampus did. He did a little rhyme, and the kids are like, "Ooh, that sounds fun!" And they jumped in.
They jumped in his sack.
And he was like, "That's breakfast for tomorrow." Go to the next house.
Wasn't it that
getting lunch?
Soldier Jack?
Wasn't it
Soldier Jack, the man who caught death in a sack?
That might be
the other sack didn't catch anything, pointing to the open bit saying "Wickety whack, get in my sack."
Well, Wickety whack kind of could sound kind of like Soldier Jack.
No, it was from a movie called Soldier Jack, or also called The Man Who Caught Death in a Sack, 1988. Jack uses a sack to catch a number of things, including 3 devils plaguing a small town community. Later becomes a national hero, but he says, "Wickety whack, get in my sack." Go ahead, Chris. Has no idea where he heard that from, but
that's not Krampus.
I know it. You stuck on Krampus. We're talking about something else for a second.
That's what we were talking about.
Well, we had to break away.
Yeah.
We do this occasionally on this show.
Yeah, get with the program.
Well, I must confess, I don't think Krampus ever used upside down cake.
Armageddon!
I was just messing with you.
God almighty.
I was hoping
you had me going.
I was hoping it was going to go somewhere. I wanted to hear.
That's what made him mad.
No, because
we interrupted us.
Something else. I was hoping you were going to keep on mind and you would be like, so tell me more about this upside down cake that Krampus made.
Oh, Scott, we're sorry, man.
I know, because I was going to go into this whole spiel about how he made his upside down cake. But now it's ruined, so never mind. It's all a lie.
That was pretty.
I'm actually kind of pissed off right now because you had me going. I was like, you know what?
I had both y'all going.
I didn't think Krampus was that deep of a story, but now
you scared me though, because when I saw you looking on you were looking up something. I was like, oh my God, he's looking up Krampus with upside down cakes. He's gonna call my bluff here.
No, I was looking up the Wickety whack, get my sack, get.
I know when you come back up, and I was like, "Oh, my story's still alive." But then y'all stayed on the Wickety whack thing.
I can't help it. I got to put it on repeat now.
It ruined.
Wickety whack, get my
Krampus. My Krampus upside down cake story.
That's awesome.
All right. So wasn't there a thing where Krampus
used upside down cakes?
You found it.
Yeah, I found it.
Oh, wow. Did you hear that?
Hold on. Let me turn the microphone
Did you hear
over.
that? He got it.
Let me make sure we can
Listen to it.
people at home can hear.
I told you that was real. All right, listen.
You ready?
Yeah.
Catch anything. Just hold this sack. You say, "Wickety whack, into my sack."
Told you.
Wickety whack in my sack.
No, not in your sack. Wickety whack, get in my sack. Oh, wickety whack into my sack. Yeah.
Wickety whack into my sack.
Yeah. Like if I had some type of power over you, and I was like, Scott, wickety whack, get in my sack. You would automatically get in my sack.
Where's your sack?
His sack.
Yeah, he was holding it in front of him.
It ain't his sack. He's got a burlap sack.
That's what I'm wondering.
He don't keep souls in his sack, so to speak, you know.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. We need context here.
Chris just said burlap again.
Burlap.
We had this conversation before, and we had to tell Chris it's not burlap.
It's burlap sack.
It's burlap with a P.
With a P, yeah.
All right. So Krampus, so he would leave a bell under your bed. And that means he was coming. Or they would find a bell. What is it? They find a bell under the bed?
I don't know. You changed subject on me
I
on the
know.
last minute, so I didn't get to do as much research. I was doing research on another topic we talked about, but we can talk about Krampus and bells and whatever, and secreteness and whatever it is we need to talk about.
Secreteness. Oh boy.
I don't. We talked about this last year, and you brought it up, and you seem to know a lot about Krampus last year when we talked about this.
Found a lot of bells under my bed.
So, well, that's what I was going to say. Like, so are
and I was secreteness because
but-
I was so bad.
That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Here's what you know a lot about Krampus. I don't know a lot about the Krampus story.
I don't think he knows that much about Krampus.
Hold on. So I want to know is the Krampus part with the bells, is it in any way related to Santa Claus with the coal?
No.
So Santa Claus would just give you coal if you were just kind of bad, but Krampus would like kidnap you if you were really bad.
Yeah.
Kidnap you and eat you.
I think the coal that was a myth. That was a whole myth.
Yeah.
The coal was a whole myth.
That's right. Well, because Santa Claus wasn't.
Santa Claus is real.
Actually, Santa Claus was real, isn't it?
He still is real.
What I think what it
Football,
was.
she's old. So Krampus would leave a bell up under the bed,
Okay.
and if you find the bell,
that means
means you on the naughty list, and he's coming to get
he's
you.
coming to get. So if he was already there to leave a bell, why wouldn't he just get the child then?
I guess he just like scaring the shit out of you. I don't know. The anticipation is part of his thing. I don't know. He's weird. He's a weird guy.
Secretion, probably.
Don't start with the secretion again. But you obviously seen the pictures of Krampus. How would you like to wake up?
I would not like to wake up and see that thing.
Well, the thing is, you wake up and you're alone. No, you're like nobody's there anymore but you, and he's after you, and he's gonna get you eventually. And this big horn, demon looking, imagine that thing's after you. How terrifying that would be. And
It would be scary.
Yeah.
But it's like, what would happen if you were, it was Christmas Eve, you were in your bed and your mom and dad come in and said, go to sleep. So you don't want Santa Claus to pass your house, you want him to come here and give you toys. But also, Krampus might stop by and take you and put him, put you in a sack. So we don't know. we don't know what's going to happen. So, but I mean, hey, sweet dreams, kid.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you do?
Live in fear, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think I would sleep.
No, not me either. I mean, that's Jesus.
If they come and told me that, I'd be like, wait a minute. So there's some sweet old man who wears red who could come leave me presents, or there's some demon who's dressed in red and come take me and put me in his secreted sack and take me off somewhere. I'm just trying to use words we used before, so Chris can comprehend.
So he would not only he would eat you, right? He like take you. They put you in this.
Yeah, I think he would take you in
to his lair.
Yeah, and I guess
his Krampus lair.
Would he eat you? I mean, would he?
Yeah,
make a meal out of you. I mean,
yeah, he'd eat you alive, limb by limb. Left leg? Yeah, left
that
leg.
That would really
first.
suck, wouldn't it?
Oh man!
Could you imagine the scariest looking thing you ever seen in your life? Taking you sitting there in his lair, him grabbing you by the arm. You trying to run and you trying to get away and you can't get away because it got you by the arm.
Yeah,
and he just starts gnawing.
Yeah, gnawing your
bicep.
Yeah, and you
Taking
feel the tissue tearing, and you
and then gets down to your bone.
Yeah, and you hear it crack, and he's like, rah, rah, like the Cookie Monster, nom, 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 cookie. Instead of it's your arm, that's terrifying.
C is for cookie, it's good enough for me.
Well, he'd probably saying something about P is for protein because I'm eating meat.
But have you ever seen the movie Krampus though?
Me no understand.
I like the off subject. I like the two aliens. Yep.
Nope. Yeah, they both start off real slow.
Yeah.
And both of them look.
I love them guys.
You know that you have to research this, but there's a story about the flying reindeer, like how they became a thing. I know this is off topic of Krampus, but the flying reindeer part was because of this mushroom that you could eat that would get you high. It was like a hallucinogen or whatever. And so they would believe like they would see deer running through the woods and flying. And well, this mushroom they're eating was red on the top and had these white dots. And there's a theory that says that is part of why red and white became like part of a Christmas colors. But it was from that mushroom that the people would eat and think that they could see reindeer fly.
So
look that up.
Wow.
That's a real thing.
No, I mean,
but there's tons of theories and ideas.
There's all kind of stuff. But I'm wondering, did they have a name for that mushroom?
Oh yeah, the mushroom still exists today.
What's the name? for it?
I'll have to look it up. But the mushroom
mistletoe.
Yeah, no, but the mushroom is a real mushroom.
That'd be something. It was a Rudolph. A Rudolph mushroom.
The Rudolph mushroom. You see everything.
Yeah, you see the whole extravaganza.
This one is it's a red and white. It's a red topped mushroom. It looks like, and I might pronounce this wrong, but it's Amanita muscaria.
Wow.
But it's got a white stalk, red top.
That sounds like Merry Christmas.
White. That's where it comes from, right? No, but it's got a white stalk, a red top, and white spots all around it. It's probably a famous like look of a mushroom.
Mushrooms is in a bunch of cartoons.
But it's a hallucinogenic, and there was a theory that people would eat them and they'd see the deer running through the woods and think that the deer weren't running on the ground, that they were actually flying. And that was one of the theory that I'd read, and I'd seen some people talking about it.
Part of Christmas is based
who
off
knows?
Of people
getting high
off mushrooms.
And they said,
they're hallucinating.
Well, I mean, they're coming like, we need to come up with a cool story about Christmas, man. Hold on. Just don't eat the whole thing, man.
Yeah. Be careful, actually, man. You'll secrete in your pants, man.
Listen, I'm making jokes about it, but Cheech and Chong has a funny bit about Santa Claus and the flying reindeer that you need to listen to.
I need to listen to it. I've never heard it.
I've heard it. Yeah, it is. It's
hilarious. So yeah, that's
after the show.
It's a lot more funnier if you're high or drunk.
It's fun to listen to if you're not. If you just I think I just want to listen to a funny story, man.
You sound just like him. That's so funny.
All right, yeah. So we need to get going.
You haven't. So you still haven't answered my question. You have never seen Krampus, the first one.
I've seen parts of it on TV. I've never sat down and watched the whole movie.
You need to watch because it's surprisingly gory and it's surprisingly scary. Like it's serious. It's a seriously candidate for a horror movie.
I'll tell you the part I remember seeing was when they're shut up in the house.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to board it up and all.
Yeah, that's it.
And Krampus is trying to lure one of the kids down from the chimney. He's up on the roof, and he dangles something down, real shiny for one of the kids. One of the kids goes to grab it, and the hook hooks the kid.
Like literally, the hook goes through the thing on the
hooks him, and jerks him up through the chimney. And I was like, ooh.
I was just thinking, like,
Well, no, he put him in a sack. He didn't eat him then.
they're eating the kids. They're eating the cats.
That's perfect. That was perfect. Oh my God.
It was Krampus didn't take any cats at that point, but I'm sure he probably would have, and probably did.
Cats are assholes too. You got to,
Yeah.
they're not good all year.
Nah.
All right.
Are we out of time?
Yes.
God. All right.
Though I don't know. After all the editing I have to do, this show's probably going to be 10 minutes. But you know what? People like the short videos. So yeah.
That son of a gun had some booze in it, buddy.
See what I mean? Wrong button. Hey, wait. Before you say anything, Chris, I just want to jump on here real quick and just give a shout out to all of our listeners and viewers for the year. I've got some numbers here from Buzzsprout, which is where we host our audio part, not our video part on YouTube, but our audio. We have almost 2,000 downloads this year. And that's full shows. 2,000 full views the entire show. That's crazy. We put out 23 episodes on Buzzsprout. We have much more videos on YouTube, but 23 episodes on Buzzsprout. We are broadcast this year in 17 countries. So that's that's cause for celebration, and that's a great Christmas present to read that. Our top viewer, you're not going to believe this, Hartsville, South Carolina.
Yeah!
Our top
Our
listeners.
hometown. Thank you so much.
Our hometown
Yes.
showed out. But we have just in the top 5. Charlotte, North Carolina, Port Elgin, Ontario. I'm sure that's Carol all over it. Frankfurt, Germany, and Singapore. So that's
awesome.
our top 5.
That's awesome. Great
Singapore.
job. Good job, fellas.
I know. So we did get Singapore.
Yeah, Singapore. Yeah.
So do we need to start learning how to speak?
They're still watching the show without us. That's not. I don't think that's Chinese, but that's. We can still continue to do our show the way we've been doing it because they're there and they're watching.
That's right.
Or
They love us.
listening. Sorry.
That's right. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you very much. We couldn't have all this nice equipment. We have Trey Davis Photography. We have Shane's Tire. We have J. Michaels Bar and Grill. We have Wings and L, Burgers on Wheels. All those sponsors. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't do nothing.
Can you imagine
them.
though if
We'd be still on GoPros.
so? We're all over these different countries. So are our sponsors. Imagine if you were on the show, you could be a sponsor too, and you can join in the fun, and you can be all over the world. Our local, we love all of our sponsors right now are local sponsors, and that's great. But if you want to go be a global sponsor, you can do that too.
That's right.
Just get in touch with us.
That is right. But thank you so much. Hope you have a great holiday, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year to you. This is Guillotines and Guitars. We'll see you next year, baby. Woo!